for me, kind of with the methodology of getting it high, landing it soft. That way, whether I'm hitting it uphill, I just carry a little bit farther, or I have it downhill, it's the same shot. I'll stand open like you had it, still using that right toe, pointing at the ball. That way,
I think that's deeper than what I play it,
but I'm laying my club head pretty much flat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use the bounce for every bit that it's got.
Sure.
And I'm gonna use that straight out to straight through while keeping the club face pretty much open. Still putting that side spin on it to where I'm gonna try to land it left of the flag, because it should spin a little bit to the right. But I'll set up, still choke down a little bit. And it's that same smooth tempo, still dead hands through. I'm not really hinging the wrist except right here.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm finishing with the wrist square. And all I'm trying to do is just get it up and land it nice.
Yeah, see, I like that height trajectory.
So I would say it's still the same swing that you have. It would just be where you place the ball in retrospect, and then how you lay the club head. Because even the ones that you were trying to hit high, they're still back.
Yeah.
And you still had the club head.
Yeah.
The face still pretty square. So if you want to try laying it a little bit more flat, a little back.
Let me try it a little bit back and a little flatter.
Good looking shot. It went a little bit left.
Yeah. A little bit. Close the face just a hair.
Yeah. But you got that high trajectory that you were talking about. That thing probably had some zip on it.
I think I had the
type of shot.
Yeah, I think I had the path I wanted. Because I'm not as comfortable with that shot, the tendency is to kind of rip the face closed.
Yeah.
But the path was exactly what I wanted. Just close the face.
Looked like a great shot, and knowing this course and playing here enough, you know that now you have, odds are, an uphill putt.
Yeah, correct.
Which is what you want on a miss. So
yeah, you're
great
right.
shot.
Thanks.
Good execution, and let's go see how close it is.
Okay.
So started it right at the center of the green, like you had talked about.
Yeah.
Came back a little bit, but you hit the green. You weren't aiming at the flag. You weren't aiming to where you're going to go into trouble.
No.
So
it did everything I wanted to, and ball contact was really good.
Yeah, tempo looked great.
Yeah, that was that's kind of what I drove in my head, and I'm trying to commit to shots. So no matter what I do, I want to do what I set out to do. Does that make sense?
No, it looked great.
So I'm going to be a little more aggressive.
Your tempo was awesome.
Okay.
It had smooth transition at the top, and from what I could tell, from back here, it looked square to square on the club face.
Okay, good.
So
I'm gonna go.
Let's find a good piece of grass for you. So we're keeping it. Go ahead and set up to it like you're setting up the same shot, hitting it towards the shed, bringing it back to the blue. So it's something subtle. You're not going to actually hit it. And obviously, this is probably going to be a huge exaggeration, but yeah, exactly that.
But I'm trying to exaggerate.
You want to see the toe basically come across. This is exactly a drill that I worked on for something you don't have to worry about catching the tee and throwing off your timing, but something while you're focusing on the ball, you can still see your club cover the tee or come close to it.
Sure.
So go ahead and set up to it. In this segment, we discussed the data shown from the Mizuno fitting system for shaft recommendations from his current C-taper, as well as a dynamic gold and a true temper. We also discussed the numbers generated from his current setup of the Mizuno JPX 919 forged with the C-taper X shaft, using the Foresight for the numbers on spin, distance, and carry, among other variables that better helped in fitting him for a set of clubs that would work best for his current swing. So one thing that you had just mentioned as a area of concern with your setup is, narrowing your stance to having, being more upright with your posture through the stroke, but also where your eyes are in terms of being over the ball and just having that consistency for it. So
yeah, it just didn't feel very anchored. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have the eyeline training aid here. I'm sure if you haven't done this one specifically, you have done probably 10 other ones just like it.
Yep.
So with the mirror, you can set it up. You have the putter gate with the tees, balls in the little knots. But the big thing for it is you can see, where your eyes are in terms of setting up to the ball.
Trying to go to where I'm